Hey everyone, welcome back and well, technically it's Friday. All right, guys. Well, happy Friday. Um, so much to talk about, so much to discuss. I feel like at this point, Miami, all of it, I don't even know where to keep up with any of this anymore. I think that everything is so all over the board, and we have two shows that are parallel to each other right now, OC and Miami, that for the first time I'm actually waiting to get to the end, to the reunion, to kind of find out the truth. So, yeah, we'll get there. But before we jump in, if you guys haven't already, welcome back to Up and Adam Channel 2. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. Don't forget to smash that like button. Don't forget to get subscribed. Now, I know this rude ass thing did not just play my sick ass off as if I was giving an overly long speech at the Grammys. Yeah, it did. Girl. Okay. So we're going to get into this. Katie Janela. Well, we'll get to that. I'm just so used to talking about Katie Janela right now. I'm so sorry, guys. But no, not Katie Janela. We have to talk about the fact everything that's going on with the Real Housewives of Miami and Julia Lemigova. Now, if you guys didn't watch last night, Julia Lemigova, I think that she is coming off as the problematic housewife this season. I think that there are a lot of fingers being pointed. I feel like if I'm just going through the cast, I feel like the cast is like annoyed with Stephanie because it's like, oh, well, your jet and your money and your opulence and your wealth, which is exactly what the fans want. They want the money, the opulence, the wealth, and the lifestyle. Because if we just wanted people who didn't have a whole lot and they were just like living within their means, then we would probably just go talk to our neighbors for the most of us. Not all of us, because I know that some of you guys are sitting on a stack, but most of us, yeah. And then from that point, I want to go into the next thing. You have Julia Lemigova, who is clearly flip-flopping sides this entire season. She's Team Marisol and Alexia. I don't know what's wrong with Adriana. Well, last night watching Adriana Demora, I know that it was her birthday and she didn't want to celebrate her age because she felt like ageism was a real thing. I kind of feel like she's leaning into that because she knows that she effed up with the word ratchet, even though she tried to say that she was saying wretched. I'm not quite sure that that's the case. I think that Adriana Demora is a very, very clever woman. Um, so I don't fully buy that. But then Adriana came out and said that there was a whole meeting that was held by Marisol in her room in order to get everybody to not go on the plane or the jet. Okay. Well, now Marisol is coming out and she's like, pretty much, I believe that Marisol is just thinking Adriana's a big bag of bullshit. And I think that Adriana is leading with, well, Marisol likes to throw rocks and like hide her hands. And that's what she does. She wants other people to do her dirty work for her. She actually commented on one of my posts earlier. I did a TikTok about this and she commented and I sent it to Jason because I was like, oh, here we go. And the comment says, Marisol manipulates and schemes and hides the hand. Yeah, that was a real comment, you guys. I didn't just make that up. That's what the comment said. So there's that. But moving on. Let's go back to Julia. This is a lot. So as far as Julia, she admitted on one of the recent episodes of The Real Housewives of Miami that her daughters, Victoria and Emma, that they were taken aback and hurt when her and Martina adopted the two sons back in 2024. Now she's saying that they've come around. I knew it was just a matter of time. That's what she said on August 20th. She told the Daily Dish that the girls' feelings, they have improved. And she acknowledged understanding why they reacted the way that they did. Still not fully on good terms, but okay. Julie revealed that her daughters had not met their brothers yet, and they felt upset due to the lack of communication around the adoption. And she said, we are not in the best place with them. Now, as far as the daughters now, Victoria, one of her daughters, she works for PwC, a London-based professional services firm, and she's described as being on a self-searching path. And then Emma, She's currently enrolled in university, and she's all about fashion and skincare, and she aspires to work in skincare, likely at Clarins, her father's company. But when it comes down to the adoption of the sons and how they're doing, I guess from what Julia says, they're now speaking in sentences and they're engaging more with their parents. But upcoming episodes of season 7, they're going to showcase them doing fun activities such as like milking a goat on the Florida farm, things like that. I mean, imagine being adopted into like a full-blown Miami mansion. Well, and a farm. But I'll take the Miami mansion. You can keep the farm. But Julia Martina's marriage, as far as them, she emphasized, this is Julia, that they're very caring for each other and they've maintained kindness throughout this entire process and they're keeping the romance alive and they're not bringing work into the personal time, especially at dinner. And they're enforcing dinner time is dinner time. No phones, no Twitter, just quality bonding. The only other thing that I didn't like about last night watching the Real Housewives of Miami, I know that we got Nautical Stephanie and maybe she was just sick of fighting with the women. I'm not sure. But I feel like this Nautical Stephanie was like a very subdued Stephanie. I feel like this was not the same Stephanie that we've gotten all season. And I guess maybe she just wanted to lean into being more passive. Where I kind of feel like, in my opinion, if you got something to say it. Like, that's why I like Stephanie. Just say what you got to say. And if you feel a certain way about somebody, lean into it. I would not subdue myself. However, I do understand that there's a whole network production and people involved, and there's a lot of protection for certain cast members in situations like this where things get edited out, just like Vanderpump Rules with James Kennedy. A lot of that was true. But hold on, I'm going to play the after show.
Night dinner. You get a Tipsy Pips on the phone.
It was definitely a fun moment. It was a fun cruise, yeah.
What are you showing me?
So if you guys didn't watch last night, Tipsy Pips. Larsa Pippen, she had like, I think 5 shots or something like that. And she was just leaning into it. She's like, oh, okay. Well, I got to do OnlyFans. I got to make my money. I got to pay my bills.
Kind of bumpy. And I just didn't want to feel nauseous. So I just decided I would just do tequila the whole time.
Yeah, but you do know that tequila, when you drink a lot of it, makes you also feel nauseous.
No, I didn't drink a lot of it. I had 2 shots.
And then you swore that you were like cured and that you weren't.
I was. I felt great. And I was just being silly. And then I think I like flashed them.
For free, bro. We got that for free.
We got a freebie. Well, you know we love a freebie.
Right.
She said you have gorgeous boobs. Thank you guys.
Okay. So we do love a Tipsy Pips. We love a tipsy Larsa Pippen. And it seems like the girls are kind of getting it together. I don't know. I'm going to keep watching. I have my eye on this. I want to know more about the reunion because this reunion is being heavily teased as one of the best reunions in Miami history. Housewives history. It's going to be one of the most iconic moments. I've heard murmurs, but truly don't know exactly what's going to be said. So we're going to wait for it. Guys, if you haven't already, go ahead, pop off in the comment section, smash the like button, show some love, and we'll see you later. Bye, guys.